Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation of Group 13 of the periodic table, also known as Group 3A. This group contains 5 main elements, which are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium. These elements are part of the P block on the periodic table, and one thing that they all have in common is that they have 3 valence electrons, because as you may know, the group indicates the number of valence electrons that the elements will have. But in general, these elements of the group 3A have an outer configuration of ns squared and p to the 1. But now let's look at their electronic configuration one by one. First, we have boron, which has an atomic number of 5, and its electronic configuration is 1s squared, 2s squared, and 2p to the 1. The following elements are in gas notation, so they are shorter. Okay, now I'm going to talk about aluminium, which has an atomic number of 13, and its gas notation is neon 3s squared 3p1. Now we have gallium, which has an atomic number of 31, and its gas notation is argon 3d to the 10, 4s squared, and 4p1. Then we have indium, which has an atomic number of 49, and its gas notation is krypton 4d to the 10th, 5s squared, 5p1. And finally, we have thallium, which has an atomic number of 81, and its gas notation is xenon 4f to the 14, 5d10, 6s squared, and 6p1. But as you can see, as we move down the group, the inner electron shells become more and more complex due to the addition of d and f orbitals. This also affects their physical and chemical properties. But in terms of oxidation states, most of these elements prefer the +3 state, especially the lighter ones like boron and aluminium. However, for the heavier elements like thallium, the +1 oxidation state is preferred due to something called the inner pair effect. That means the inner s electrons don't always participate in bonding. This trend will come up again when we talk about their chemical behavior and properties. But before that, let's look at where exactly these elements are located on the periodic table.
Now let's talk about where group 13 is found in the periodic table and what's made this element unique from the rest. These elements are found in the P block, boron in period 2, aluminium in the period 3, gallium in the period 4, indium in the period 5, thallium in the period 6. So as we go down the group, atomic number and atomic mass increase and the atom get larger. Now let's talk about physical properties. Boron is a metal, meaning that both metallic and non-metallic property is vital, hard, and doesn't conduct electricity like metals. The rest, aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium are soft metals. Aluminum is light, heavy, and strong. Gallium is very interesting because it melts in just 29.8, so if you hold in your hand, it could melt. Thallium is soft, heavy, and very toxic. Now, the chemical property. These elements stand from the trivalent 3 plus compounds like AICI3 and BO03. However, I already said that thallium offers from 1 plus compounds like TICI due to the instate pair effects. Boron trends from covalent compounds, with aluminium and other offer from ionic compounds, especially with halon and yaxine. Now let's move on the characteristics from the group of its element and some interesting facts about it.
Thanks. Now I'm going to talk about characteristics, interesting facts, and daily life use of group 3 elements. First, let's start with boron. Boron is used in borosilicate glass, which is heat resistant, like in Parox cookware. It's also found in laundry detergents, pesticides, and even rocket fuels. In biology, boron is essential for plants, helping with cell wall structure and also nutrient transport. The next one is aluminium, the most abundant metal in Earth's crust. It's lightweight, corrosion resistant, and also highly recyclable. Aluminium is used in aircraft, soda cans, and also in foil and in building materials. It's also form an oxide layer when exposed to air, which prevents rusting. Gallium is unique, as we said earlier, since it, it can melt in your hand, and also it's used in LEDs, laser diodes, and also solar panels. Gallium compounds are also important in semiconductors and medical imaging. And also, indium is a rare soft metal and used in touchscreen, solar cells, and liquid crystal displays. And also is known for its ability to stick to glass and for transparent conductive layers. And lastly, there is the thallium. This one is dangerous since it's very toxic and it was once used as a rat potion and also in insecticides. To, Today it's used in specialized electronics and also infrared sensors and low temperature thermometers. In conclusion, group 3A elements may not be as famous as the alkali or halogen groups, but they are very important in modern technology, industry, and even biology. From your phone screen to the kitchen foil that you use to pack your sandwich, and these elements are very everywhere around us, helping us with our daily activities in our daily life.